back.
Welcome to Sick.
See you next Tuesday.
And it's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. We're together again.
We're together.
That's crazy.
Actually, this is really well edited.
We've got an insane budget for this week's episode. We'd like to thank our sponsors.
We only have one mic, but the film editing budget
gone crazy.
Wild.
Give and take.
Yeah, we're together.
We are
together.
here
in the
New York City.
Big Apple.
This is our first entirely Big Apple-based episode.
It is. This is a New York-based episode.
Yeah.
So we thought we would do
the glitz and the glamour.
An LA-based actor.
Amen. She's been here before.
Today we're going to talk to you about Nepo Babies. In general.
In general. But
we're going to focus
a specific little
on
Zoey Deutch,
daughter of
Lea Thompson,
star of
Back to the Future.
And her dad is also a producer.
Yes. Do you recall his name?
Howard
Deutch?
Deutch. It is yes. Deutch. I think I'm making up his name.
He was also the star of Mayor Cupcake. So he's got a lot of runs on the board.
But he did produce. I mean, obviously Lea Thompson is the one that is giving Zoey Deutch the
momentum in Hollywood.
Yes. So Zoey Deutch has been in a lot of movies.
She has. She's been around for a bit.
And television. She's been around since
kicking it around.
Early 2010s.
Yeah.
And she's been in a lot of stuff. So it's not anything new. She's been a Nepo baby for a while.
I also feel like she's a more subtle Nepo baby.
I agree.
If you know Lea Thompson, then like quite truly they have the same face.
And they do have the exact
It's crazy.
Same face.
But a lot of people, at least like a lot of people our age, I feel like don't know Lea Thompson.
And the other thing is, a lot of people, not so much our age, probably don't even know who Zoey Deutch is.
My mom does not know who Zoey Deutch is, but she knows Lea Thompson, and vice versa with different generations.
My mom does, well, she does now know who Zoey Deutch is, but she knew Lea Thompson.
Yeah.
So
we have to train them.
Exactly. It's the generations of the Deutsches.
You get one every generation.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, Madeline couldn't crack it as this generation's Deutch.
So there's a third
There's
Deutch.
a lineage of Deutsches.
And it's actually Zoe's
like
older sister, Madeline Deutch.
Yes.
Who is an actress.
I wouldn't say that necessarily.
Musician.
I also wouldn't say that necessarily. She's got a lot of different things that she's tried out.
She does. So to prepare for this episode, Annabelle and I watched Zoey Deutch's first ever role that had significant screen time, which honestly was her first movie.
Her first movie. Yeah, because it said introducing
Zoey Deutch.
Madeline Deutch.
And Madeline Deutch. They were both in it.
in it.
And we also watched her most critically acclaimed movie.
Yes.
We used Rotten Tomatoes just because we like a consensus. We
exactly.
want the consensus of all the critics, not just one.
Amen.
And so her first ever movie that she was in, say the name of it.
Mayor Cupcake.
Mayor Cupcake, starring
Lea Thompson, Madeline Deutch, Zoey Deutch, and
Judd Nelson.
And Howard Deutch.
And Howard Deutch.
Yeah.
So it's a family affair.
A family affair. And Judd was just along for the ride.
Exactly.
And also there was a random little girl who played their younger sister who's not related
there's just
to
a
the family.
random sister in it. And then her most critically acclaimed movie is the Netflix rom-com Set It Up.
Netflix original movie. Starring Glenn Powell.
Starring Glenn Powell and Lucy
Liu.
Yeah.
Taye Diggs.
So I feel like a lot of people have seen Set It Up.
Absolutely.
That's a movie that if you know Zoey Deutch, you've probably seen Set It Up. Or if you have Netflix, you've probably
seen it. I feel like especially when it came out,
it was
got
huge.
a lot of press.
Huge. Because it follows the tropes of a rom-com, but it's fun. The characters are interesting, and it's a little unique.
Yeah, also killer cast.
Yeah.
A gay Pete Davidson.
Yeah, Pete Davidson's
homosexual
gay.
Pete Davidson reveal.
Homophobic, homosexual Pete Davidson.
Refuses to kiss a man.
But we'll let them kiss him on the cheek.
Yeah.
But then Mayor Cupcake, on the other hand, I don't know how many people have seen this movie.
I'm gonna go with not many. It is on Tubi, Freebie.
I mean, it's on
Amazon.
Yeah, it's on Prime, but it's also on all the free. services.
So it's accessible if you haven't seen it. But should you?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. What did we give it on Letterboxd?
A 5.
2.5.
Yeah, we give it a 2.5 out of 5.
Stars. And then it's it's deserving of that. Honestly, not one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen, but a lot weirder than I was expecting it to be.
We were in the beginning.
So in. So, would you like to give us a little plot rundown?
Yeah, I'll give a plot rundown of Mayor Cupcake. Mayor Cupcake is exactly what you expect from the title.
Yeah.
It is about a woman in a small town who
Bakes
cupcakes. And...
Which I would also just like to say, that's a phenomenal start to a movie.
Exactly.
I'm a big fan of the women baking in small town genre.
I was going to say, that's where we were in. We were like, this is so fun.
Amazing. I said, Donna Hayward, this is up her alley.
And it does take a turn.
Yeah.
Her daughter, Zoey Deutch, signs her up to be on the ballot to run for mayor.
Yeah, and apparently when a 17 signs you up on the ballot to be mayor, you can't change it.
Yeah, there's no
You're
getting out of that.
in. You're cemented.
There is no getting out of that one.
That's local government, baby.
And did she run for mayor? Yes.
Yeah. And did her opponent drop dead? Yeah.
Spoilers, but also who cares?
Spoilers for what, 2011?
Yeah. But like the thing
Feature
is...
film Mayor Cupcake?
It's all about crooked government. It was
Yeah.
written by a lawyer. It was written by a lawyer who
Maryland-based lawyer.
Who very clearly had an issue with the government.
Yeah. And he needed this passion for
It's a true story.
Lea Thompson plays a woman based on his mother, the director's mother.
I need to know if his mother ran for mayor. I don't know if she
I
did.
need to taste her cupcake.
I actually forgot it's a true story.
Wait, no, yeah. But there's so little about it. At the end, it says based on a true story, but I found one, like, very small blog post being like, and it's the director's mother.
Like, about the premiere, mostly.
Yeah, no, this movie is actually... It feels like I made it up. Because when we were Googling the name of the director...
The
lawyer came up and we were like, oh, it has to be a different guy. And then I saw, because he's like the craziest looking man I've ever seen in my life.
He looks bomb.
Yeah, he's like really like crazy sexy. He looks like Doc from Back to the Future appropriately. He does. Probably the standard. That's how they met.
Yeah.
She's drawn to a specific type of man.
But then we saw the photo of Lea Thompson and
this man, and I said, no, wait a minute.
So
why is this Maryland-based lawyer directing this movie?
Great film.
But
that's not what we're here to talk about.
That's not what we're here to talk about.
We can describe the plot of Set It Up. I feel like you've seen it. I feel like you know what it's about. Just give the really brief plot summary.
Zoey Deutch, Glenn Powell, both work for really hard-assed bosses who have them working around the clock. They work in the same office building.
They're their assistant. They're
their personal assistants. They decide to team up to try and get their bosses, Lucy Liu and Taye Diggs, to start dating so that they will be so caught up in loving each other that the assistants will have some downtime and not be
running around the clock.
Have their noses pushed as firmly against the grindstone as it currently is. And then maybe they fall in love. Who's to say?
Who knows?
Is this a 2019er?
I want to say it's 18. I could be
2018er?
wrong. But who hasn't seen it? Everybody knows it. Everybody's seen it.
Yeah.
It is 2018.
Yeah.
But so we're not really here to talk about those movies.
No.
We're here to talk about Nepo Baby Zoey Deutch.
Zoey Deutch. We've also seen collectively quite a few of Nepo Baby Zoey Deutch's work.
We've seen 13 of her movies.
Yeah.
12 of her movies, one TV show.
So true.
Which is...
Oh, 2 if you count Sweet Left and Dead.
That's true. Which is honestly like a majority of her movies. I think I'm missing 4, I believe.
Yeah.
So, which means you're missing 5.
Yeah. So we're pretty close.
And so we wanted to, nepotism has this stigma in Hollywood that...
Absolutely. Especially like now. I feel like it's very popular.
It has become really popular
to
now.
nag on the
I did give
Nepo.
a speech about it in 2018.
What'd you say?
I gave a speech...
Also, in what context?
Well, for my public speaking class, we had to pick a topic, and I chose nepotism in Hollywood. And I kind of went both ways on like how it's good for Hollywood and how it's bad for Hollywood. Because obviously there's some bad things about it. Yeah. But I mean, then comes across a person that like actually has talent. There's those good nepotism babies, there's the bad nepotism babies.
Absolutely.
And then there's the nepotism babies that treat nepotism like it's not real. And I don't know where they get off.
No, you're being topical. Love Dakota Johnson.
We love Dakota. I genuinely do love Dakota Johnson.
But that's crazy if she doesn't think that nepotism exists. She's a double nepo.
Literally, she's like, it's such a boring topic, girl. You wouldn't be there if it wasn't for your parents.
Not that boring.
Because it's so lovely to see the people that work from literally nothing to get
Yeah,
where they are.
yeah.
Natalie Portman.
Harvard
icon
graduate
star.
Natalie Portman.
Harvard graduate Natalie Portman is not
Academy
a Nepo
Award winner.
baby. And I love seeing that. But then there's like the ones you don't even think about that are nepotism babies.
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
That's crazy. I always
Nepo
forget.
baby. Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Nepo baby.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
So we've got so many Nepo babies that you don't even
Eloise Martin-Jones.
think about. Eloise Martin-Jones. Favorite Nepo baby.
I mean, 100% hands down. Probably an episode coming soon.
So we wanted to do a little series where we just discuss the Nepo baby specific.
Yeah.
We're going to go into specific Nepo babies.
Absolutely.
We're going to discuss how we think about them based on this first movie they were ever in to
and
where they are
most
now,
critically
basically.
acclaimed. Yes.
And we're starting with Zoey Deutch.
Yeah.
So I guess we can just start talking about her in Mayor Cupcake.
Okay, let's start at the very beginning.
She's young in it.
She's
16?
like a 16 when they were filming.
I wrote it down. She is 16 years old in this movie. I looked it up based on like the filming and her release date and stuff.
Yeah.
So she's 16 years old when they made this movie. She looks young. She looks like a baby. She has a baby face, but she still looks like herself.
Yeah. I think someone posted it in the, like, this was someone's Letterboxd review. They were like, why does she look like a full-on model at 17? Which is so true.
Yeah, she did.
That's crazy. I didn't
She's
look
beautiful.
like that. I mean, I don't look like that now, but like, at 17, nowhere.
Yeah, and her and Lea
Shouldn't have been seen in
Thompson
public.
look spitting image.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Madeline. She looks semi-related. But...
She looks semi-related. I think it's the mouth. I hate to say it. It's her mouth.
And her side profile.
And her posture.
There's a scene in Mayor Cupcake. I mean, just whenever she walks in Mayor Cupcake, honestly. But in particular, there's a scene because she's like going for like singer-songwriter, like I play my own music, like I play piano, and like quite literally Hunchback of Notre Dame.
And she sings.
So as we've mentioned, Judd Nelson is in this movie. Star of 80s teen movie classic, The Breakfast Club. Anyone familiar with The Breakfast Club? So anyone who has eyes, ears, a mouth.
And has been alive.
Knows that like the main song in that movie is Don't You Forget About Me, when at the end he does these little like fist pump. So Madeline Deutsch's band in the movie does a cover of Don't You Forget About Me that Judd Nelson's like,
I need to
cool
film
mom
this.
filming.
And like
Crazy.
Obviously the song's only in the movie because of Judd Nelson.
Yeah.
2,
Imagine if that was in the script before they cast him.
That's manifestation.
Yeah. Amen.
The only reason Madeline Deutsch is singing in this movie is to skyrocket her.
Absolutely.
Her career as a
And that was
musician.
in 2011, and I don't know if it skyrocketed. And I don't know if it should.
I'd argue it did.
It did.
Considering 2018's the year of Spectacular Men.
Which I have not seen, but you have. I think it's her writer.
Written by Madeline Deutsch,
director.
directed by Lea Thompson, produced by Howard Deutch, starring Zoey Deutch, starring Madeline Deutch.
It's a Nepo affair.
Starring Lea Thompson.
Scored by Madeline Deutch.
So, if you want a family affair, that's the movie to watch.
That's the movie to watch.
And that is why...
Starring Ava Jogia.
Yeah, Ava Jogia's in it. Her career has
Ex-boyfriend.
skyrocketed.
It has. And
Because
I
of
apologize. Is she on Spotify? I'll give it a
She
look
has a
up.
band, I believe.
Are they the band that feature in Mayor Cupcake?
No, I don't think so. But I think she's in a band that's probably on Spotify, but I don't know. There is an artist on Spotify named Madeline Deutch with 29 listeners, and it has one song.
Madeline Deutch Radio?
From one song called Move.
From Like a Country Song. I don't know if that's... Billy Ray Cyrus is in this
Well, that's
movie.
a movie, so that's probably her.
Is that Bo... What's his face from
Oh
Descendants?
my gosh. From Twilight? He's in Twilight.
Really?
Yeah, what's his name?
Bo...
Yeah.
Marshall.
It's not Bo Marshall.
Bo Diddley.
Boo Stewart.
Boober.
Yeah, he's in Twilight.
Oh,
The Twilight Saga right there. Breaking
that's
Dawn.
crazy.
It probably is him.
It looks like him.
But, so... yeah, Dr. Madeline
Back to... It
Singer.
always comes back to Madeline Deutch.
Everything comes back to Madeline Deutch.
6 degrees of Madeline Deutch.
Even though we're here talking about Zoey.
Zoey Deutch.
Madeline stole the show.
Yeah.
But no, I thought Zoey was good in Mayor Cupcake.
I think, especially for like...
A new actress.
Yeah. If her mom had not been in the movie, and that wasn't how she got the role. If I saw someone who was like 16 acting in a movie, I'd be like, yeah, okay, they got that role.
And I think the reason is because we're juxtaposing her to Madeline.
That's actually so true. If you've got someone next to you who's doing a horrendous job,
That's
you're
your
just
sister.
That's playing your sister is your sister. You're gonna look phenomenal.
That's why I'm like, she looked really good in this movie and acted really well in this movie, and I think it's because she was next to Madeline.
That. Because Madeline Deutch, I know we're not here to talk about her, but I think
we can't not talk about Madeline Deutch.
Madeline Deutch.
It's all we've been talking about in the last week.
Honestly, it feels like Zoe, comparatively, was kind of barely in it because they were just really trying to shove Madeline into the limelight.
Yeah, they really were.
They thought she was going to be the sister that popped off.
I actually think they might have.
Yeah.
Because she really was.
They gave her not one, but 2 songs.
And then they
one that was original.
Playing.
Yeah.
The Don't You Forget About Me. And then it made Lea
we
Thompson
can't.
cry.
It also made me cry.
But the one thing I need to say about Zoey Deutch in this movie.
Yes.
And this is something I mentioned to you. I was like, I have something crazy
Oh,
to
this
say
was your note?
about
Okay.
Zoey Deutch in this movie. You know who she gives? And I don't think you're going to agree with me.
Who?
Maya Mitchell.
Interesting.
Looks-wise.
What?
When Maya was a little younger. And the way they
I don't know
acted.
about that.
So similar. No, you need to watch it because I genuinely don't think you have the
I
right
feel like I
image in your
need
head.
to
Obviously, Zoey
see
Deutch
it again
now,
with that.
Zoey Deutch now does not
Not
give
look-
her remotely.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like her
Yeah.
anything. But in that movie
crazy.
specifically, very much
That's-
was giving Maya Mitchell. Like, hardcore.
I need to
And it
revisit.
happened multiple times for me.
That's crazy.
Where I was watching, I was like, that's easily could have been Maya
Like
Mitchell.
Maya Mitchell in anything specific, or just like...
Maya
Teen
Mitchell in
Beach
like
movie.
early The Fosters.
Okay.
She's not horrible in The Fosters.
No. I mean, no, she's
But
fine.
Zoey
she's
Deutch
fine.
isn't great in Mayor Cupcake, so like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna be like, oh, Zoey Deutch is so much
I
better
gotta
than
be a
Maya
one
Mitchell.
snob.
No.
Yeah.
And they don't look
wild.
alike,
But, like, there's
there's
similar,
moments where
like,
I'm just like,
facial
whoa,
things,
Maya Mitchell
maybe?
would do that.
Interesting.
Because Zoey Deutch was so eyebrowy in Mayor Cupcake.
She was.
I could not stop staring at her eyebrows because
Yeah.
the girl couldn't stop moving her eyebrows.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's not the best actress in Mayor Cupcake.
No.
But compared to
Madeline
Deutch,
Deutch can't deliver any line and make me believe it, which I think is insane considering her scene partner for the majority of the movie was her actual mother.
Yeah.
And she just had to have very low stakes conversations
be
with her
natural.
actual mom.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, mom, I don't want dinner. But like, I just wouldn't believe a word that she was saying. And I was like, you've never said that before?
And the thing is, with Zoe, is I think that the thing that makes her so likable now is her personality.
Absolutely,
That
her
really
personality
shines
shines
in
through.
movies. I don't think it was very evident in this movie. Mm-hmm. I could see her trying. And I think her personality in movies, I don't know her personally.
I've listened to some podcasts.
I think,
You listen to the
I
Dax
listen to some podcasts.
podcast, right?
I
Yeah.
think that her personality is very similar to her acting personality.
Me too, yeah.
I didn't see it in this movie.
I didn't see it in this movie, which, I mean, makes sense. I feel like when you're younger, that's, like, harder.
And maybe she just didn't have that personality fully when she was 16 years old.
I mean, who knows who they are when they're 16
Exactly.
years old? Exactly.
She might not have known herself.
Exactly. So how could we know her through the screen?
Exactly.
But what I also appreciate is that I feel like a lot of people, especially when they're starting out, will give, like, quite truly nothing.
Yeah, they're
on
trying to
camera.
low-key it.
Yeah, because they're like, I'm going to be, like, a little indie movie star and not move my face remotely. She moved her face.
Oh, she moved her face.
She moved her eyebrows.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I
She
could
was
see
doing
it peeking through.
Have you seen the Cadbury eyebrow ad? Probably not.
No.
Alan sent a clip. But like it's this little girl who like just moves her eyebrows for 2 minutes. She's kind of giving her. Not completely derogatory.
But the thing is,
But I'm like, she wasn't a piece of paper on
there's
screen.
always the green actor trick.
For sure.
Somebody's got something when you're a new actor that has
Yeah.
some tick that is
Absolutely.
very obvious.
Yeah.
Like I know somebody that was a new actor that would always go like, after they spoke lines, drove me up a wall.
That's Wait, there's a girl in my class who, whenever she delivers a line, she like laughs at it. She's like, I don't know. I bought milk today.
Oh,
Every time she says a line.
That's like a very thing for like
Yeah.
new actors. There's always like a tick that they do, and so I think that her eyebrows was her
Yeah.
her thing that she
Yeah.
just couldn't. She didn't know how to control it.
And she is a Nepo. She didn't go to acting school. They like drill that stuff out of you.
She might have
she's
gone to acting school. We don't know.
I don't know her laugh. She could have gone to Juilliard.
Yeah, no, I don't think she went to Juilliard. But she was 16, so like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This was her little trial, and also, who the hell was out there watching Mayor Cupcake? This is a great trading ground.
How many people
a
have seen
safe
it?
place.
It had 60 reviews on Letterboxd.
Yeah. And that's also everyone after the fact going back because they're fans of Zoey Deutch. Everyone was like here for Zoe.
Yeah. So
no one was there for Madeline.
She's not the best.
No, but she's
good.
Fine.
We have a guest.
We have a guest.
Who's walking outside right now, and her name is
Karma.
Karma. Hi.
Hello. Good morning. Do you want to say hi to the podcast?
Okay. That's okay.
She loves you guys.
So let's talk about Zoe now.
Let's talk about Zoe now. Let's jump forward.
We're gonna jump forward 7
years
years to 2018
to
set it up. This is probably, I'd say, her most known role.
Yeah, 100%. It's mainstream. People of all walks of life, ages, breeds have seen it.
Yeah. And
Sorry, there's a pussy on the table.
there is.
There is a cat on the table, and that is why we were temporarily distracted.
So tell me, what did you think of Zoe and Set It Up?
I love Zoe and Set It Up.
I also love Zoe and Set It
Yeah.
Up. I think that is like the showcase of her personality.
Absolutely.
As we said.
Yeah, very personality driven, which I think is necessary in a rom-com for sure.
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest difference I think between rom-coms now and rom-coms back in the day.
Yeah.
Give the girl a personality.
And I think what made this movie so successful also is Glenn Powell also has the personality.
Such a personality. Love both of them.
And I think that's what created such amazing chemistry between the two of
Yes,
them.
love them together.
So in
Glenn
terms of
Powell is just like the chemistry master at the
he
moment.
is. I think he it's his personality, I think. And so I think that him and Zoe had perfect personality
100%.
that it worked so well as like a That's why maybe Sydney Sweeney doesn't have the best chemistry.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't horrible in Anyone But You.
It was
with Glenn
fine,
Powell.
yeah.
But comparatively,
Yeah, because she's not really bringing anything to the table.
it wasn't as much.
She's hot. She's really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah. But Zoey Deutch and Glenn Powell have such chemistry in this movie.
Yeah. 100%. I think, he's really charismatic. She's like quirky, funny, but not in a I'm trying to be quirky, funny way. Love it.
And I just feel like Zoe had amazing comedic timing in this movie.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's why, like, maybe she took an acting class or a comedy class.
Oh,
or
in between.
something. Obviously not in 2011. From 2011 to now, I think she has had some acting classes. We didn't do the research.
We're terrible.
Put it up on the screen right now
I'll
for video
add some
viewers.
fun facts in for the video
Because
viewers.
I want to know if she took acting
Yeah,
classes.
she did training.
It seems like she might have had some comedy training because she's funny as hell.
She's
in
funny. She's funny. She's also funny in real life from what I have gathered.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might just come naturally to her.
Bit of
We
both.
don't know.
Yeah.
One thing in terms of acting tics that I did notice
Yes.
for Zoe in this one is she loves to use her hands.
I don't know if I noticed that.
It's very...
Wait, no, I definitely... Yeah, you finish your
I was
sentence.
going to say, it's very prevalent in the beginning. If you can hear that in the background, it's Karma. She's not peeing.
There isn't someone pissing in the room?
I promise you. I don't even know if
There
you can
often
hear
is.
that, but it is water being filled up. It's
And that's
not
actually a reminder
toilet.
for everyone at home. Stay hydrated.
Drink. We're staying hydrated.
We're staying hydrated right now. Stay awake, stay hydrated.
But yeah, it's not piss. I
I
promise.
swear to God, not again.
But she moves her hands a lot. It's so obvious in the beginning of the movie. It didn't trigger anything towards the end of the movie, so maybe it stopped. But
Yeah.
I was like, maybe it's just like the comedy part of it. I feel like when you're doing comedy, it's so much easier to be bigger.
Use your body.
And use your
Yeah.
body, so maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like obnoxiously annoying.
Yeah. There are also lots of people who use their hands when
Naturally,
they
yeah.
move.
Look at me right now.
I'm a
using my hands.
psychopath.
That's it. Full
That's
stop.
all I need to say. No, whenever I see a video of me talking and like the sound is off, I'm like, who is she? She's having a stroke. Call the police. Call the ambulance. So yeah, I believe her.
I believed her the whole movie.
I believed her the whole movie.
Yeah, she was phenomenal in this movie. I think.
I just pulled up my notes. Shit.
Funny. I said funny. So.
Funny. Pretty.
I didn't say pretty, but I mean she's pretty.
She's super pretty.
I didn't say pretty.
Yeah.
But I said she has like such a good screen presence that like whenever 100%. I just see her, I just smile.
Me
like,
too. No, she makes me happy. She's got such like a warm presence.
She does.
Absolutely.
Like I want to be friends with her. I want to hang out with her.
Yeah. And then when she's sad, makes me sad because no, you're so happy. You bring such a warmth.
Yeah, she just has this really good presence, and like I think it's a personality. Mm-hmm. When we meet Zoey Deutch, we'll confirm or deny.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. I also love that she's dating Jimmy Thatcher.
I didn't know that until Theater Camp came out. And you told me that.
No, when I looked at her Instagram and he is going on family trips with Madeline Deutch and Lea Thompson. They're all like going to the lake together.
Do you follow Madeline on Instagram?
I need to.
I do.
Because you're her biggest fan. You saw the Year of Spectacular Men. I said, I need to see next year's year.
I can't wait for her to go on tour.
I'm so excited.
But no, so Zoey Deutch, her personality really comes out in this movie.
Absolutely.
I think it's her playing herself. And that's why I think...
Which, honestly, every rom-com kind of should be that.
I agree.
Like, you're just like playing an elevated...
Because then it'll be more interesting.
So
Unless
true.
you have the personality of a sponge.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney.
Wait, can you imagine a rom-com where she played herself? I feel like she's a pig.
Did. What was anyone but you?
Wait, that's actually true.
Sydney Sweeney?
She didn't once try and fix a car.
I was just gonna say she didn't fix any cars in anyone.
She wasn't valedictorian.
She wasn't lying about going on a Universal tour as an employee. So maybe
she wasn't forced to drop out of college because she got into Euphoria and she was really upset that her college didn't want her missing every class.
She wasn't paying for all of her own bills at 13.
She couldn't not get a mortgage at 26.
So maybe Sydney Sweeney wasn't playing herself.
Yeah.
We gotta give her props.
It's fine.
And maybe anyone but you would have been better if
Sydney Sweeney's slander is crazy.
I'm sorry. I like Sydney Sweeney. I don't dislike her.
No.
I don't love her.
She tricked me in Euphoria for a bit of it, and I said, oh, maybe she's good. And then I saw her in everything else.
She's good in Euphoria, I think.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's insane. Because I know it's not Sam Levinson.
It's not. Maybe it's Jacob Elordi.
Elevating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, when I'm around hot people, I want to impress them too.
Yeah, she's just trying to impress them.
Flirting.
She didn't want to impress Glenn Powell.
Yeah, what the hell?
We'll see what she's like in Madam Web, which is going to be out a week. It's going to be out by the time
with
this
Nepo
episode's
Baby
out.
Dakota Johnson.
But we haven't seen it.
No.
I have my tickets.
Oh, for when?
February, for that Friday, whatever the Friday
perfect.
is.
I'll be going on Thursday.
I can't.
But back to Zoe.
I think, all in all, I love Zoey Deutch. I
love Zoey Deutch.
I actually think she's a good actress.
I really do. I genuinely really do.
Final verdict, I think she is a good actress.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's discrediting her nepotism. I've never seen that.
No, especially because literally, if you go to her Instagram, the majority of posts are with her mom. She is acknowledging that Lea Thompson got her where she is.
And they did the whole Family Affair movie. So
Exactly.
Like, obviously, they're aware that they're all given the opportunities because of who her parents are.
Absolutely.
I've never seen her actually, like, credit
Actively
the fact
talk
that
about
she's
it?
a nepotism baby.
I'm trying to think back. I feel like her and Dax Shepard talked about it.
It's
100% he brought
so
up
long
Lea
since
Thompson.
I listened to that.
Yeah, I was babysitting for the Domans.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
So I think that, I was gonna say, but like, it's good to like be aware that you're a nepotism baby, but to not explicitly say it. She's very clearly aware of it.
Yeah.
Which is good, and she's not discrediting it, which is also good.
Also, if people don't necessarily notice that you're a Nepo baby, then you can get away with not talking about
you're
it.
You're not Bryce Dallas Howard, daughter of Ron Howard,
star of Happy Days.
So
yeah,
it's who's gonna be like, what Deutch are you the daughter of?
Yeah,
so,
exactly. So if you can get away with not talking about it, get away with not talking about it.
Just get away with it.
Yeah, because people are gonna put you under a more critical lens if you are a Nepo baby.
Exactly.
So,
if you got that last name.
Yeah, Maya Hawke.
Lily Rose Depp.
Yeah. Double Nepo. Both of them. Yeah.
So, yeah. But all in all, I think Zoey Deutch, I'm going to give her a thumbs up on the Nepo Baby scale. Like, I think she, for the audio listeners, we are turning the camera back on. But no, thumbs up on the Nepo scale.
Yeah.
I think she is a good Nepo baby.
Absolutely, me too.
And so for this,
I want to be friends with her.
I do too.
Yeah.
I want to be friends with her so bad.
The way I think we could.
Oh, I think, yeah.
Because she's like friends with Ben Platt. She's in that group. If I run into him once more at Marie's Crisis Cafe,
it's either a restraining order
or we're all going to the leg.
Or you're friends with Zoey Deutch.
We're in theater camp too.
It's a risk I'd be willing to take.
I think so.
But for the visual people, I don't know if you can see this little kitty on our side, but we got Kaneki.
Wait, I don't think you can. It just looks like stroking the couch.
So I think we have a fun little game.
We do have a fun little game. It's really going to go crazy for the video viewers. So if you are listening, make sure to tune in on Thursday.
Tune in on Thursday onto the YouTube video, and you can just skip to this part if you've already listened to it. We are going to be playing Zoey Deutch or Noe Deutch. Nepo Babies got opportunities. And we have some props, which is why the visual learners...
Me, I'm a visual learner.
The visual...
Viewers.
Visual viewers.
The video viewers.
Thank you. The video viewers are going to really
the little YouTube
like it a lot more.
Heads.
Yeah, the YouTube heads.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all the movies that we have seen together with Zoey Deutch in it.
Yes.
And we're going to say whether it's a Zoey Deutch or a Noe Deutch.
Based on her performance.
Not so much the movie as a whole.
Yeah.
Because some movies are just bad, but you can be a good actor still in a bad movie.
Absolutely, you can save a sinking ship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we have our props here.
Yeah, we do. This is Zoey Deutch.
This is Zoey Deutch right here. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
And on the other side,
we've got Noe Deutch. Come on.
If you can't tell, we did not draw these ourselves. This is actually a photo we found on Google. Zoey Deutch.
This was her Poot Lovato.
Her unedited Poot Lovato.
Unedited.
And so we're gonna say whether it's a Zoey Deutch or a Noe Deutch. Let's start. So we'll start from the beginning. We'll start with Mayor Cupcake. Ready? Yeah. On the count of three, let's say if it's a Zoey Deutch or a Noe Deutch. One, two, three.
I'm so sorry. It's a Noe Deutch. But considering she wasn't terrible, like, that's a pretty good Noe Deutch.
That's a good Noe Deutch.
Yeah.
For a first movie.
Exactly. You can't win them all. If that was my Noe Deutch, I'd be on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got Set It Up. One, two, three.
Zoey Deutch.
Yeah.
That's a Zoey Deutch.
That is Zoey Deutch.
That quite truly is Zoey Deutch.
We've got Not Okay, starring Dylan O'Brien.
Starring Dylan O'Brien.
One, two, three. That's a Zoey Deutch.
That would be a crazy Noe Deutch.
That would be a crazy Noe Deutch.
Because, at the end, we're also going to talk about our favorite.
My mom just watched Not Okay, and she loved it.
Loved it.
And she loved Zoey Deutch in it.
I think in particular, if anyone else was in that movie, it could have tanked.
It could have been really bad. I agree. We've got Zombieland 2.
Yeah, we do.
One, two, three. That's a
hard Zoey Deutch.
Like hard Zoey Deutch.
I love her in Zombieland 2.
She makes the movie.
She 100% does. Love Zombieland 1. Incredible.
That's
Zombieland,
one of my favorite movies.
It's so good. Alistair McConaughey loves that movie.
Zombieland 2 is kind of weak.
It is.
Except Zoey Deutch makes the movie.
She really does.
Genuinely. And
so
it's
funny.
hard to do that as a new character coming into a series.
Yeah.
She makes that damn movie.
Makes it.
We've got Buffaloed starring Judy Greer. I think you know my answer to this one, but we're doing one, two, three. That's a Zoey Deutch.
This was one of Ben's little faves back in the day.
I was obsessed with this movie in 2019.
Yeah.
And she's so funny in it. She's so good in it.
She is.
It's such a good movie. It's such a weird movie.
Yeah.
That I feel like didn't get any recognition when it came out, but...
Yeah. I remember when I was in Australia when it came out, and I really, 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 really struggled to find an illegal copy, so much so that I couldn't and had to wait to watch it on, like, Hulu when I came back in.
Everybody watch it at home. Watch Buffalo. It's really good. Mm-hmm. Next we have Flower.
Yes.
Okay, ready? One, two, three. But I don't really remember it that well, as I was saying.
That's true. So Ben, for the audio listeners, Ben gave her a Noe Deutch.
I think I gave her a Noe Deutch only because I remember not loving the movie as a whole.
That's fair.
I just don't. She was fine in it. There's nothing standout about it for her in that movie for me.
It's fine.
I need to rewatch it.
I watched it for the first time semi-recently. Like, I was in this apartment, so it's within the past 12 months.
Okay.
And at the beginning of the movie, I was like, this is fun. This is a fun little teen movie. How have I not discovered this? And then it really takes a turn midway through, and I'm like, this is crazy. I think I gave it a 3 out of 5. But for me, I was like, Zoey Deutch killed. She was funny, and
for the buttery. Annabelle knows this, but the listeners don't. I am currently watching all of Zoe's filmography.
Yes.
And I have this on as I'm gonna rewatch it because
yeah.
I just don't remember it. So I'm gonna rewatch it. But right now I'm gonna give it a Zoey Deutch, unfortunately.
I found it kind of hornier than I should.
Interesting, because isn't she underage? Or isn't she supposed to be underage or something?
Oh, yeah. She's underage. That's not the part I found horny.
Okay.
No, it's like... I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watch the movie.
But she kills. She's cynical and funny.
We've got something from Tiffany's next. Her most recent movie, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
We both gave it a Zoey Deutch.
Yeah.
I don't like the movie.
I don't like the movie. I don't even remember who the guy in it is.
Nepo Baby.
Is he a Nepo Baby?
What's his face? Jack Nicholson's son.
Okay, the man's not white.
Oh, no. The guy that we wanted her to wander with. Her original boyfriend in the movie.
Guys, like that goes.
No, the guy in it can't act. Ray Nicholson.
The guy,
Shane Mitchell,
her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah. Kendrick Sampson. What is he in?
All I know is that he wasn't good.
He was terrible.
She was trying for dear life.
Yeah, she was really trying to bring him up.
That's why I want to give it a Zoey Deutch.
Yeah, because
she put her all into that movie. Zoey into that movie.
Zoey
but
was firmly in that movie.
He was not.
He was terrible. What's he?
He's in How to Get Away with Murder.
You are so right. That is what I know him from. And he's not good.
No, and that's the reason I would say the movie's not good.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give it a Zoey Deutch because of Zoey Deutch's performance.
Shane Mitchell is also horrendous in it. There's just like a lot of people.
Obviously.
I mean, yeah, but she's really pretty.
But yeah, I wouldn't suggest watching the movie.
No, honestly, it sucked more than it should.
Yes, I agree.
For an Amazon Prime rom-com original.
Next we have The Outfit.
Oh, yes.
Starring Johnny Flynn and Dylan O'Brien again. 3, 2, 1. Hard Zoey Deutch. I actually love that movie.
I love that movie too. So does Alison McConaughey.
I was shocked by how much I love that movie because I like gangster movies and stuff like that. But this is like takes place in a really small setting and it's a small cast.
Yeah.
But super interesting plot. All the actors are amazing in it.
Yeah.
Really, really good movie.
I went in expecting nothing. Like
Same,
I went in like no. You went in for Johnny, I'm assuming.
I went in for Johnny Flynn. Yeah.
I just like going to the movies.
Yeah.
Didn't even have AMC Stubs membership at the time, but I said I'm gonna go see this random movie called The Outfit. Loved.
It's great.
And she killed.
Watch
Everyone killed. Watch it.
The next one we have is Before I Fall, starring Halston Sage.
And someone who gives Anya Taylor-Joy.
It's not Anya Taylor-Joy, I can tell you that.
It's someone who back in the day I used to confuse with Anya Taylor-Joy, who's
Elena Camporis?
Yes.
Kian Lawley. Oh, Logan Miller.
Liv Hewson. I did know Liv.
Cast.
Wait, I literally watched it for Liv Hewson. No joke.
Oh my god.
Because I was big into my Santa Clarita Diet at the time.
I watched it on a plane, I think.
Oh, I saw it in the cinemas with Vanessa Love.
I did not see it in the cinemas.
Elena Camporis, star of My Big Fat Greek Wedding too.
Is that who you're thinking of for Anya Taylor-Joy?
100%.
Oh my god.
She's like the little loser who gets hit by a car.
But let's do a countdown. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
The way
Zoey Deutch, we said.
We're both a Zoey Deutch, but look, when it came out, I was like, I kind of loved that movie. But I remember at the time being like, I want it to be Chloe Grace Moretz.
Instead of Zoey Deutch?
Yes, because I didn't super know Zoe.
It's like your prime example of like shitty teen.
Absolutely.
I want to say
it gives
was
like Wattpad.
Produced by Awesomeness TV, which if you don't know what Awesomeness TV is, it was like a YouTube.
Yeah.
That's why Kian Lawley's in it.
Yeah. Also, listen to the name.
Awesomeness TV.
There's no way anything produced by them is going to be quality.
I'm pretty sure they produced it. Is it based off a book? Or did I make that up?
I think it is. I can see like a really bad cover art.
Really horrible YA probably novel. But it's
Canva derogatory.
I mean, if you like teen movies, like watch it for like a good time, because like it's horribly made.
So true. Also,
Like, you'll have fun.
2017. I was like, what, 18, 19? I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
It's not well made remotely.
No.
But like, it's not bad. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a Zoey Deutch, because she's not.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's bad in it. So.
No, okay, Liv Houston kills. If I was gonna give it
Actually,
a Liv Houston or a Die Houston, I would give it a Liv Houston.
That's so good. Okay, next we have Why Him with James Franco and
Yeah.
Breaking Bad. What's his name?
The guy
from
what's
Breaking Bad.
The
Michael.
one who's
Not Michael.
Michael?
What is his name? The lead.
Bryan Cranston.
Yes, thank you. My good God.
Star of The Disaster Artist.
Star of Godzilla.
Star of the Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
The Malcolm in the Middle.
So, Why Him? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Now, Ben, I have to tell you, I barely remember this movie.
Okay.
I just assumed she would have been good.
So
That's a full guess.
Animal gave her a Zoey Deutch.
I gave it a Zoey Deutch.
I gave it a Zoey Deutch.
Is she bad?
I hate this movie.
Yeah.
Like, hate it.
I've seen it once. I went through a James Franco phase.
I've seen it twice. My sister, shout out Emily, was obsessed
with this movie?
Why Him. Obsessed.
That's such a
with it.
random movie to be obsessed with.
Not for her. It reads. I don't like it. I think it's so unfunny that I just cannot sit through it. I think everyone's bad in it.
Okay.
So I have a real distaste for this movie. And I'm sorry, Zoey. I cannot give it
It's a no-y.
It's a no-y.
It's a no-y.
So that's why.
Okay. My reason is just I can't remember it.
That's
but she's
okay.
probably good.
That's your opinion. I love that for you.
Thank you. It's not even. It's my lack of opinion.
Yeah. But I'm going to give it a Zoey Deutch. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Next we have Dirty Grandpa with Zac Efron, Robert De Niro, Aubrey Plaza. 3, 2, 1. Oh.
Okay, again, I can't remember her remote. I gave it a Zoey Deutch.
I gave it a Zoey Deutch.
I can't remotely remember her in this movie. I just remember hating this movie.
I did have to explain to you who she was in this movie.
Yeah.
I thought she was great. I like the movie. I think it's funny.
Okay.
And
I like Aubrey Plaza.
yeah, she's great in it
She
too.
goes insane. Zach sings.
Yeah.
He's really good. It can't be him.
I'm sorry, have you heard Scream from High School Musical 3?
Okay, but I've also heard High School Musical 1.
They didn't give him a chance!
Start of Something New on the Balcony.
Okay, he was also 10 years old in that.
Okay.
Have you seen Hairspray?
Yeah.
Oh, give him a chance.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna give it a Zoey Deutch. I thought she was good in that movie.
Okay. Again, this is another uninformed Zoey Deutch, so take everything I say with a grain of salt.
The next one is classic teen movie, Vampire Academy.
I can't remember her in it.
She's the lead.
I mean, no. I remember that
Literally
she's in it.
the
I just
lead.
can't remember the quality of her performance.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
So I gave her a Zoey Deutch.
I gave her a Zoey Deutch.
Can I change?
Yes. you
Yeah,
can
I'm gonna
change
give
it.
her a Zoey Deutch because first time I watched this movie, I hated it.
Yeah, I liked it. I like it.
You liked it recently, right?
Yeah. But nobody's good in it.
Yeah.
This is the same thing as Before I Fall.
Yeah.
It's a
House on
shitty.
Stage.
No.
In my mind.
The lead, the girl.
Yeah.
Lucy Fry gives Halston
Okay,
Sage.
thank you.
Lucy
Yeah.
Fry is the English Halston Sage.
Okay, yeah.
Actually,
Is
Lucy
Zoe-
Fry might be American.
Is Zoe English in Vampire Academy?
No.
Thank God.
They're all American. I thought
Okay,
Lucy,
okay.
Lucy Fry's Australian.
What? Shut up.
I love Lucy Fry. I do.
Wait, I did know she was
Wait, she's
Australian.
like friends with James Franco too. Crazy.
Who isn't?
That's so true.
Busy Phillips.
Lucy Fry gives Halston Sage though. Like,
No, she literally did. From
that's
here,
why when you said
that's
that, I was like, that
Halston
makes
Sage.
sense that
Yeah.
you would say that because Lucy Fry gives Halston
Yeah,
Sage.
absolutely.
But everyone's bad in that movie.
Yeah, I think so. What year did Vampire Academy come
Oh,
out?
2014?
Yeah, I saw it. I got it out on DVD.
It is 2014. God, I'm killing
You're
it.
good. Jesus
2014.
Christ, I kind of hate that. No, I got it out on DVD with my father and watched it at his apartment, and I was definitely in that phase where anything to do with vampires, I looked down because I was like, you're not Buffy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I'd be like, I hate Twilight, so I hate everything.
Well, the
that's why
main
you hate
reason I hated Twilight
Buffy.
was because I was like, real vampires just sparkle.
Vampire...
It's very jaded.
It's exactly like Before I Fall. Like, if you want a really shitty teen movie...
Which sounds like I should love it.
It's bomb. Like,
I need to rewatch it. I need to rewatch it.
No one's good in it, though.
Yeah, I went in with the bias. So that's why I was giving Zoe the benefit of the doubt by giving her Zoey Deutch, but I trust that everyone's bad because I don't remember anyone being
I
good.
had to give it a Zoey Deutch.
Yeah.
And the last thing we have that we've both seen is
Netflix.
a TV show.
Original series.
The Politician.
Ryan Murphy, my close personal friend.
Starring Ben Platt.
Starring Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
Starring it's got a crazy cast.
Huge cast.
Lucy Boynton.
I always forget Lucy Boynton's in it.
She's
slaughters
in
in
it. She's a threesome with Ben Platt and
that
another blonde
guy. Oh yeah, that girl.
woman. Yeah. Oh wait, no, there are two
Yeah,
threesomes.
I was gonna say, isn't there a threesome with the guy River?
Yeah.
I love Lucy Boynton.
David Corrin Switch.
Yeah, that's his name.
Star of
From
Pearl.
Yeah. But Zoey Deutch is also in it.
Yeah. As basically Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it was like...
Who plays her mom, or her... Is it anyone famous? I might be imagining.
In my mind, it's... Oh, yes.
Put it on screen.
No,
Tell me later.
I can see... No, I have her. American Horror Story.
Okay.
The Name Game.
Who's not... Oh, really?
Yes.
With them, in them,
What is
Jessica...
Yes. Jessica Lang.
Jessica Lang. I knew it was
I was going to say, I need to get it out in this podcast
Yeah.
because otherwise I'm going to kill myself
That makes so
in
much
an
sense
hour.
for her, too.
No, 100%.
And also for Ryan Murphy.
Yeah.
But let's do our Zoey Deutch or Noe Deutch on The Politician in 3, 2, 1.
That's a hard Zoey Deutch for me.
It's not a hard Zoey Deutch for me.
She's so funny.
She is, but it's good. Like, she's good. That's why I'm giving her a Zoey Deutch.
I also feel like, this came
You're
out...
a little biased, first of all.
I do love a Ryan Murphy show.
So,
but...
That's big for me.
That is big. No, she kills because
She does kill in it,
I
yeah.
also feel like this came out just after the act. Like, I want to say
2019 it came
the
out.
same year.
I don't know when the act came out. I've never seen it.
The act... You should. Joey's good in it.
Oh, God.
Not as good as everyone says.
Is she English?
No, so she's putting on an accent.
Oh, my God. I don't know if I can do that.
Bold. No, to be honest, she just kind of sits there like, it's another place. And everyone was like, Emmy. And I was like, okay.
Oh, she did get nominated, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like Zoey Deutch was kind of making fun of her.
Love that.
That's what I was getting
Love
from
that.
it. It gives, like, parody of Joey King giving Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Blanchard, who's also very topical right now.
We're just finger on the pulse.
We're on the trends, baby.
Yeah.
But no, I like her in it. I think she's really funny in it.
Yeah, she is. Sings a little song I haven't saved on Spotify.
That's all of the stuff that both of us have collectively seen for Zoey
Wait,
Deutch.
Sweet Life on Deck.
Sweet Life on Zach. Maya? I gave her a Noe Deutch, sorry.
I gave her a Zoey Deutch. I remember liking her. She was like one of my favorite Zach's girlfriends.
I was gonna say, I do remember liking her. So maybe I'll do this.
Midi Deutch.
Midi Deutch.
Yeah.
I do remember liking her.
And
but
Eddie Deutch.
But I mean, it's Disney and it gives Disney and performance-wise, it's fine.
She's no Debbie Ryan.
She's no Debbie Ryan and she never will be.
She never will be. Compliment.
But that is everything that we've seen for Zoey Deutch.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Zoey Deutch performance?
I think performance. I don't know if it's my favorite performance because my favorite performance might be Zombieland 2.
Okay.
But
Is that your answer?
no.
Because that was the question. You just said my favorite performance.
So I'm gonna take your question. I'm not gonna answer it.
Okay.
The thing that I think she is best in. Not okay.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like my little favorite would be Zombieland 2. But my opinion doesn't matter.
That's.
I say
She has so many good performances.
She does.
So it's hard to choose, but I do think that Not Okay is my favorite performance by her.
Yeah.
And with that is our.
That is
our
our
Nepo Baby.
That is our Nepo Baby premiere episode.
There'll be another one.
There will be.
We don't know who.
Eloise Martin-Jones.
Maybe.
We'll see. Dakota Johnson.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah, That's
it. We have to outro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Whoa.
I can't believe I just
See you next Tuesday. Bye.
But no, we'll be back is what I meant to say.
We'll be back.
And with that,
Sick. See you next Tuesday.
bye.
Bye. Peace signs were crazy though.